Rangers Baseball Complex on the campus of Vista Ridge High School in Austin, Texas for game number 5 of the 25-6A schedule between the VANDEGRIFT Vipers and the Vista Ridge Rangers. VANDEGRIFT is trying to bounce back and earn a split with Vista Ridge after the Rangers made 2 early runs hold up for a tense 2-1 victory over the Vipers on Tuesday night at Venom Field. Coach Jared Hick's Vipers are coming in with an overall mark of 10-6 and more importantly are 3-1 in District 25-6A play. The Vista Ridge Rangers under head coach Matt Garver come in at 8-7-1 overall and remain tied for first with Westwood at 4-0 in the district. That sets the table here. Two good ball clubs who know each other very, very well. When we come back, we'll hear from Coach Hickle talking about Tuesday night's tough loss and talk about tonight's rematch against the Vista Ridge Rangers. You're watching VANDEGRIFT Vipers Baseball on the Vype Live Network.
Become a Vype Insider today. Access breaking news in high school sports. Enjoy premium articles and exclusive coverage written by expert analysts and watch exclusive videos, documentaries on programs in your area. It's only $2.99 a month if you subscribe for the monthly plan. If you go for the yearly plan, it rounds out to just $1.99 a month. It costs you only $24 a year to get all of your Vype news throughout the entire year. Subscribe today. What are you waiting for? It's less than a cup of coffee a month. Become a Vype Insider. $2.99 a month, $23.99 for the whole year. Hey, it's Vype. We will see you at the games.
Interested in Vype Campus? Vype Campus brings our popular citywide media days right to your doorstep. As a Vype Campus client, we will work with you to help you take advantage of our unique campus model to build a unique experience for your school. From media day photo shoots of all your athletes to game day coverage, broadcasts and live streams, video and digital content, hype videos, the Vipeu program, same-day graphics, and of course your very own campus magazine, Vype Campus is truly whatever you want it to be. Email info@vypemedia.com to find out how to join Vype Campus today.
And we're pleased to be joined once again in the pregame show by the head coach of the VANDEGRIFT Vipers, Coach Jared Hickle. And Coach, I think if you looked up district game in the dictionary, the game on Tuesday night would probably come up as the definition of your thoughts on a tough 2-1 loss against the Vista Ridge Rangers on Tuesday night.
You know, I thought our guys did a great job with runners in scoring position. We've been working on it over the last 2 or 3 weeks, just really honing in on what our pitch is, barreling balls up, and we did that. Unfortunately, they didn't fall for us to go win that ball game. And, you know, I thought that Vista Ridge did a really, really good job of making things happen for them, especially early on. And for us to hang in that ball game and make it 2-1 and really have an opportunity to go win it was really, really big for our guys. And it just shows how close we are to really going and winning a bunch of games in a row.
And one of the things that I thought was really encouraging, Daniel Farrow had a bit of a rough outing for him, but MD Connor comes in after having a rough outing the previous outing against Stony Point, comes in and pitches a no-hitter for 5 innings.
As you can see, we play a lot of guys. We have a lot of guys on this team that can really do it. And then, when somebody's, not doing their best, we have somebody ready to just step up and take control of the game and do their job. And I think, whenever we find that way to put it together, you start talking about putting together great inning after great inning. We have that opportunity now with those guys being able to step up, just like what MD did.
Yeah, and it's something we've talked about all season long, even going back to the tournament games. So many guys can do so many different things. You're going to need it tonight, being a little bit shorthanded. Talk about the thought process in tonight's lineup.
We were looking at guys over the last month or so, just saying who's trending up, who's trending down, who's working hard, who's is being distracted, and it looks like tonight we found a lineup that we're really comfortable with, and a bunch of guys who are really trending up and are hungry to go win this big district game tonight.
Yeah, it is big. When you don't play best 2 out of 3, you need to get the second game after you drop the first one because of the whole tiebreaker scenario. Does that game make this game a little bit extra important?
Sure it does, but I don't think our guys think of it like that. I think of it as a chance just to go win a district game, and they know that with us being part of Leander ISD, both schools, and they know each other, so it's just that alone is enough for these guys to get up for the game and really, play with intensity and passion and with really high energy.
And then last question for you, finally, some baseball weather. Some unequivocal, undoubtable baseball weather. What's it like to get out here about 85 degrees right now for the first time this season?
Well, what I need is those bats to heat up.
There you go.
It's hot out here, and I need those bats to heat up so that we can go put a bunch of crooked numbers on that scoreboard.
You got to tell them. They don't have any excuses now. It's warmed up, right?
That's right.
Coach, appreciate the time. Good luck tonight.
Good night. All right. Thank you.
Hey, Coach, you're so kind enough to join us here in the pregame show. Neither one of us can talk tonight, but that's okay. It's Viper Baseball. We'll take a break and be right back. You're watching VandeGrift Vipers Baseball on the Vype Live Network.
Are you interested in a career in sports media? Vype can help. Launched in 2017, our Vipeu Ambassador Program is a one-of-a-kind educational scholarship program that offers high school students a chance to gain hands-on experience in the sports media field. Vipeu also gives students a platform to build their portfolio of creative work under the guidance of Vype's seasoned professionals. From covering games to publishing photos, writing articles, and conducting on-camera interviews, each Vipeu ambassador receives an immersive experience geared toward their interests while promoting their own school and preparing them for their future. Email info@vipemedia.com to find out more about Vipeu today.
Tonight, keeping an eye and an ear in the broadcast, making sure that everything looks and sounds as good as it possibly can. For tonight's 599th Vipers cast overall on KMAX Sports and Vype dating back to 2009. Our 162nd Vipers baseball broadcast here on the network. Thanks to VandeGrift Booster Club President Jennifer Farrow, Vice President Steve Miller, and all the board and all the boosters and all the sponsors for making these broadcasts possible, including our Grand Slam sponsor, Shannon Kramer with Bartlett Real Estate Group. Our home run sponsor, Silverton Custom Homes with Mr. Jason Grimm. Our double play sponsors, Sport Clips Haircuts and Craig Smizer with 1835 Realty. Our single play sponsors, Pediatric Dentistry of Steiner Ranch, Trent Reynolds Player Development, Steiner Dental, Pinnacle Sports Performance and Rehabilitation, Candalia Haley, Tomlin Family Orthodontics, and Steiner Wellness and Nutrition, along with our Vype Network sponsor, Academy Sports and Outdoors. Beautiful night here, as we talked about in the pregame show that Coach and I barely were able to get through without tripping over each other there. But just a beautiful night. About 85 degrees when I got out the ballpark earlier. It's about 81 or so tonight as the sun's setting in foul territory down the right field line. It'll be gone in time for the first pitch. Just a beautiful night for baseball. Let's take an updated look there at the district standings heading into tonight's game. At 3-1, the Vipers currently find themselves as the number 3 seed in District 25 6A, alone in second place, one game behind both these Vista Ridge Rangers and the Westwood Warriors, who came back to defeat Round Rock 6-5 on Tuesday night. And we'll try once again to get you scoring updates from their rematch tonight up at Dragon Diamond in Round Rock. Vipers are one game ahead of Cedar Ridge for the final playoff spot, as Stony Point knocked off the Raiders on Tuesday night. Those two teams also play tonight. And before we step aside, again, I want to remind everyone that the GoFundMe account to benefit the Cunningham family following last week's tragic accident is still active. Cade Cunningham is here tonight, and he will play. Good for him. Good for that young man. If you'd like to contribute to the GoFundMe account, you can find the link on the Vandegrifts Vipers Baseball Facebook page, or you can shoot me an email at voiceofthevipers@gmail.com. Voice of the Vipers, all one word, plural, voiceofthevipers@gmail.com. And I'll send that to you after tonight's broadcast. Again, the GoFundMe account to benefit the Cunningham family. But for now, we're just a couple of moments away from the first pitch. We'll take another quick break and be right back. You are watching Vandegrifts Vipers Baseball on the Vype Live Broadcast Network.
Interested in Vype Campus? Vype Campus brings our popular citywide media days right to your doorstep. As a Vype Campus client, we will work with you to help you take advantage of our unique campus model to build a unique experience for your school. From media day photo shoots of all your athletes to game day coverage, broadcasts and live streams, video and digital content, hype videos, the Vipeu program, same-day graphics, and of course your very own campus magazine, Vype Campus is truly whatever you want it to be. Email info@vypemedia.com to find out how to join Vype Campus today. What is Vype Live? Vype Live is one of the largest and most respected broadcast and live stream networks in the state of Texas. Vype Live broadcasts any sport you can think of for youngsters of any age, from Pee Wee and Pop Warner to high school, club, college, semi-pro, and beyond. We also broadcast plenty of academic, fine arts, and community-related events as well, and now as partners with Flow Sports. Email us at info@vypemedia.com to find out more. Vype Live. We bring your teams to you.
Welcome back to the Rangers Baseball Complex here at Vista Ridge High School. Merle Bertrand here at the ballpark. The sun is setting. Beautiful night for baseball. Some of the other scores from some of the games that are already underway tonight on Vype Live. Out in Houston is Friendswood 5, Manville nothing. Close to home, top of the third inning, Cedar Park 1 and Glen 1. 1-1 there between Cedar Park and Glen. Of course, we will take on the Glen Grizzlies tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock back at Venom Field. We'll have that game for you here on Vype Live as well. Up in the Dallas area, it is Grapeville 2 and Birdville nothing. And the Dripping Springs taking on San Antonio Veterans tonight. That's a 1-1 game in the bottom of the second. 13 games tonight on the network for Vype Live. We've got Manor softball, I believe it is, in action tonight. Elgin softball on the network as well. In fact, I'll call it up here for you instead of just guessing off the top of my head, since we got a couple of minutes to kill. Bowie getting ready to take on Westlake and try to sweep that series, getting underway in a minute or two. Actually, a delayed start because their JV game ran long down there. So Bowie against Westlake. I gave you the Cedar Park Glen score. I gave you the Dripping Springs Veterans Memorial score. Eastview taking on Rouse over in Leander tonight. Elgin baseball against Pflugerville. Liberty Hill out in Marble Falls tonight. District matchup there. Manor softball against Pflugerville. McNeil out in Hunter tonight, a district game. We'll try to get some scoring updates for that one as well. Birdville baseball against Denton Rye and Birdville softball against Grapevine tonight. I gave you the Friendswood score in the last game out in the network tonight. Fort Bend Elkins against Fort Bend Dulles. That game got underway at 7 o'clock over at Elkins High School. So 13 games tonight, baseball and softball in 3 different cities. 2 games coming up tomorrow. It'll be in addition to our game against Glen, which will be our 600th broadcast on both KMAX Sports and Vype, dating back to 2009. We'll also have Dripping Springs down in Kyle to take on the Lehman Lobos. Both those games getting underway at 1 o'clock. And then a packed house coming up next week as our last schools join the fray. In addition to all the teams we've been broadcasting for, we'll have Manor New Tech, St. Michael's, and Regents joining the family coming up next week. So baseball and softball hitting full stride as we're about, maybe about a month or so left in the regular season, and then we'll get into playoffs. It'll go by fast. As I mentioned, the email is open, voiceofthevipers@gmail.com. Voice of the Vipers, all one word, plural, @gmail.com. Give a shout out to your favorite player. If you're a Vista Ridge fan tuning in to our broadcast. Welcome aboard. Happy to have you with us here tonight on Vype Live. Voice of the Vipers at gmail.com. And since we've got a couple of minutes, we'll go ahead and give you the batting order for the VandeGrift Vipers. It will be Jackson Lewis, a designated hitter, leading it off. Hudson Lilly at third base batting second. Braden Buchanan behind the plate batting third. Connor Freeman, the starting pitcher tonight, in the cleanup spot. M.D. Connor over at first base, batting fifth. Cade Cunningham, we mentioned it, getting the start tonight in right field, less than a week after losing his mother in a tragic car accident. Cade Cunningham back tonight in uniform. He will get the start in right field. Boy, best wishes to that young man tonight. Peyton Grimm out in left field batting seventh. Simon Baker at shortstop batting eighth, and Clayton Moore at second base batting ninth for the Vipers. Lures, Lily Buchanan, Freeman, Connor, Cunningham, Grimm, Baker, and Moore, the batting order for the VandeGrift Vipers. Sun has set behind the houses to our right. Lights are not yet on here. I think they're just now maybe coming on. I think I see him coming on here. So they're dragging the field. Give a shout out to my mom tuning into the broadcast from Illinois, where she's probably not very happy to hear that it's 80-some degrees here in Cedar Park, Texas. And I'm going to text my buddy up in Round Rock and see if I can get a scoring update for Round Rock and Westwood. So bear with me. This will be riveting radio while I text him. They're done dragging the field. The lights have come on. Chalk and home plate. Beautiful ballpark here. Similar to what we see at Venom Field, just a little bit smaller. Our foul poles are 323, 325. Here it's an even 320 to both foul poles, so a little shorter there. 375 to dead away center field. That's 5 feet shorter than at Venom Field. And 355 to both power alleys. So just a little bit smaller ballpark here at Vista Ridge. Symmetrical. Grass and dirt all the way around, the way God meant baseball to be played. And the dirt around home plate is pretty thick and powdery. We saw that in the JV game earlier. Yeah, it's a little slickery around home plate. But a beautiful ballpark here. We're on the porch just to the right side of the press box. A little higher, so we're a little further back, which means you can actually see both first and third base barely in the shot. Talked about the district standings. Remember a couple years ago we played best 2 out of 3 in an 18-game district schedule. Don't have that with this district, just home and away. So since Vista Ridge won game number 1 of the series on Tuesday night at Venom Field 2-1, it's critically important for the Vipers to get the split tonight. You don't want to get in a situation where you're battling for the 3rd or 4th playoff spot with the team that has swept you. That really haunted the Vipers last year. Well, Maynard softball game had a sprinkler go off in the middle of the field. Somebody forgot to turn off the timer. Got to love that. You just never know in high school baseball and softball. We are just moments away here. Scheduled for a 7:30 start. Get underway probably about 7:45 or so. Again, we had our JV game in front of us. Had to wait for that one to get finished up before we could get underway. We'll have the same situation Tuesday night. We've got the game tomorrow at Venom Field against Glenn. That's non-district. Next week, the Vipers will head to McNeil for 2 games against the Mavericks. Tuesday night at Mavericks Field. Friday night back at Venom Field. We'll have JV games in front of both of those. So it'll be the same situation. We won't have an exact starting time for those. Those are scheduled to start at 7:30. Vista Ridge, by the way, will travel to Elgin for a non-district game tomorrow. Wildcats struggling after a nice playoff run for them last year. And then they will host Cedar Ridge on Tuesday night as district play resumes for the Vista Ridge Rangers. I see umpires, so we're getting closer. Just a beautiful night for baseball. We still got a couple of minutes, so I'm going to step aside and be right back in time for the rest of the pregame ceremonies. You are watching Vandegrifft Vipers Baseball on the Vype Live Network.
Probably a large by the bed.
Become a Vype Insider today. Access breaking news in high school sports. Enjoy premium articles and exclusive coverage written by expert analysts, and watch exclusive videos, documentaries on programs in your area. It's only $2.99 a month if you subscribe for the monthly plan. If you go for the yearly plan, it rounds out to just $1.99 a month. It costs you only $24 a year to get all of your Vype news throughout the entire year. Subscribe today. What are you waiting for? It's less than a cup of coffee a month. Become a Vype Insider. $2.99 a month, $23.99 for the whole year. Hey, it's Vype. We will see you at the games.
Home plate exchanging lineups. Matt Garver in his third season, I believe, here at Vista Ridge. Jared Hickel in his first year at the helm of the Vandegrifft Vipers, after at least a couple years as an assistant coach. Oldest continuous rivalry for Vandegrifft Vipers baseball in their 13th year of play. And one of the things that makes this matchup so fascinating, not only are they part of the same school district, the Andrew ISD School District, but they're basically cousin teams. All these kids play together on some of the same teams during summer ball, so they know each other really, really well. So a little extra bragging rights tonight. We'll turn over to the PA for tonight's starting lineups.
Tonight's matchup is between the Vandegrifft Vipers and
if I don't leave, they'll be coming up here 100 times.
your Vista Ridge Rangers.
Huh? I'm going to go sit down there. If I sit
everyone
Trey Brady
please
will come
stand.
like 100 times.
We'd like to have a moment of silence. We ask that we rise and recognize a moment of silence for the terrible loss of the Vandegrifft community has endured. The Ranger family would like to extend our condolences and heartfelt thoughts and prayers to the Cunningham family and all those affected by this tragedy. We ask that you join us in recognizing a moment of silence. Thank you. All right. Introducing your Vandegrifft Vipers starting lineup. Batting 1, your designated hitter, number 11, Jackson Lurch. In the 2 hole, third base, number 15, Hudson Lilly. In the 3 hole, your catcher, number 5, Braden Buchanan. 4 hole, your pitcher, number 2, Connor Freeman. 5th hole, your first baseman, number 23, M.D. Connor. 6th hole, your right fielder, number 1, Cade Cunningham. 7th hole, left fielder, number 18, Peyton Grimm. your 8 hole. Shortstop, number 3, Simon Baker. And your 9 hole. Second baseman, number 13, Clayton Moore. And your center fielder, number 6, Tyler Hubbard. Give a hand to the rest of the Viper bench.
We knew that. I knew that.
Now, now your Vista Ridge Rangers starting lineup. At center field, batting 1, number 2, Alex Bundemeyer. In the 2 hole, your catcher, number 19, Jake Wagner. In the 3 hole, right fielder, number 17, Hank Howard. In the 4 hole, your first baseman, number 24, Tynan Gunn. On the bump for the Rangers, your pitcher, number 4, Matthew Foley. Batting 6 hole, your left fielder, number 8, Devin Gonzalez. In the 7 hole, your third baseman, number 18, Grant Anderson. In the 8 hole, your second baseman, number 10, Jackson Harrell. And in your 9 hole, shortstop, number 6, Ethan Sanders. Let's hear it for the Ranger bench mob. If everyone can please stand for the National Anthem. Play ball.
All right, you heard the man. Let's play baseball indeed. We're ready to go between the Vandegrifft Vipers and the Vista Ridge Rangers. And very much appreciated. Classic move there by the Vista Ridge community to offer up a moment of silence in honor of the Cunningham family. I mentioned these two teams go at it in all sports. A lot of cases, the oldest continuous rivalry in football, basketball, baseball. And I remember a few years ago when Vista Ridge lost Miles Hutchinson to a tragic car accident. A lot of the Vandegrifft basketball players wore shirts throughout the rest of the seasons with the Live Like Miles emblem on it. So these communities, these teams go at it on the field, but there's definitely a bigger kindred spirit there. You might not see it tonight as this game heats up, but it's there. So we're about ready to go. Did get a scoring update, by the way, from Round Rock. 1-1, top of the third inning. Westwood and the Round Rock Dragons. Give you the batting order again. Lures, Lily Buchanan, Freeman, Connor Cunningham, Grimm, Baker, and Moore for the Vandegrift Vipers. Defense is set for Vista Ridge. Devin Gonzalez, Alex Berndelmeyer, Hank Howard, Tuesday night's winning pitcher, the outfield left to right. Grant Anderson, Ethan Sanders, Jackson Harrell, Tynan Gunn, the infield third to first. Jake Wagner behind home plate, and Matthew Foley, right-hander, getting the start tonight for the Rangers. And at 7:55 p.m., 25 minutes later than scheduled, we are ready for tonight's first pitch. And the first pitch is outside, and we are underway from Vista Ridge High School. That pitch drops into for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jackson Lewis. 289 hitter on the season. No homers and 5 RBI. 0 for 4 in Tuesday night's game. 1-1 pitch on the way. Brushes him off the plate. Inside high, 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss. Good heat from Foley. And the count 2-2. Swung on, fouled down the third base side. The count remains 2-2. You heard Coach talk about in the pregame, wanting to get the bats warmed up. Vipers as a team just not hitting as well as he would like to see. 259 team batting average come in tonight's game. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Lures. 1 hops up to the plate, and the count goes full. They may have gotten a piece of the umpire. It did. Jake Wagner will go out and talk about the pitch selection with his pitcher, Matthew Foley, to give the home plate umpire time to regather himself. Umpire's okay. Count is full to Lures. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swung on. Foul tip back to the screen. Good at bat for Lures. Already has made Foley throw 7 pitches. We'll do it again. 3-2 pitch on its way. High and away, ball 4, and the Vipers have a leadoff walk. It's a good start. That'll bring up Hudson Lilly. Lilly at third base tonight. Comes in batting .303 on the season. No home runs, 5 RBI.
Hudson Lilly.
Lures 8 for 9 in stolen bases, by the way. Keep an eye on that. Vipers like the run. Showing bunt, pulls it back, and they're called strike 1 to Lilly. We'll see if we go back to a little small ball tonight. That's going to draw a visit. Coach setting the table for something. Wanting the umpire to keep an eye possibly on a balk. Yeah, he's talking to the infield umpire right now. No balls and a strike to Lilly. Foley working from the stretch. Joe's bunt again, and a nice block behind home plate by Wagner. That pitch in the dirt, and the count evens up 1-1. Grant Anderson, third baseman, charging in from third base in anticipation of a bunt. One pitch. Joe's bunt again, and bunts through that one. May have tipped it. And now the count 1-2. And 1 ball, 2 strikes. See if he's swinging away now. Probably will with 2 strikes. Foley, the long look in. 1-2 pitch. High fly ball. Popped up on the infield. And plops into the glove of the shortstop Ethan Sanders for out number 1. 1 out now for Braden Buchanan.
Now batting number 5, Braden Buchanan.
Buchanan, a .396 hitter, 1 home run, 6 RBI. Team leading 4 doubles and a triple. See if he can put it in play here. See if Lures is off to the races. Looking like he wants to go. There he goes. Nope. Started to go, but put on the brakes to pitch up high, ball 1 to Buchanan. One 0 pitch, not going this time. Pitch down in the dirt, and the count 2-0. Hitters count to Buchanan. First final in tonight, Friendswood 5, Manville nothing. Out in the greater Houston area. Two balls, no strikes. Slapped in the air to the right side, pretty well tagged. That ball's going back, and it is dropping in there. That's a fair ball. Running first, heading for second is Buchanan. Lures had to hold up. He's going to hold up at third. The Vipers have runners at second and third with 1 away. Right field to Howard, giving it a chase. Had to run a long way, but that ball was hit hard. Couldn't quite track it down. It landed just inside the foul line. We're going to get a courtesy runner here for Buchanan, the catcher. Probably Beckett Kramer. I think that is number 8. Lures had to hold up in case Hudson got to it. So Lures standing at third, Beckett Kramer running for Buchanan at second with 1 away, and that'll bring up Connor Freeman trying to help his own cause here. .281 hitter on the season, no home runs, 4 RBI. 0 for 1 with a couple of walks on Tuesday night's game. Golden opportunity for the Vipers to jump out on top. Showing bunt, pulls it back. That pitch is in for a called strike 1. That is the 5th double of the season for Braden Buchanan. No balls and a strike to Freeman. Infield in at the corners. Good cut, but fouls it back to the screen. He's quickly behind in the count, 0-2. MD Connor on deck. No balls, 2 strikes to Freeman. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Freeman is out on strikes for out number 2. So 2 outs now. That leaves it in the hands of MD Connor. 211 hitter, no home runs, 5 RBI. He's got a golden opportunity to pick up 2 more here.
MD Connor.
0 for 2 with a walk on Tuesday night's game, but what a job he did on the hill, taking over for Daniel Farrow. 5 innings of no-hit baseball. Playing first base tonight, comes in here with 2 outs, runners in scoring position. Pitch outside corner, strike 1. No 1 pitch. Up high, ball 1. One ball, 1 strike. At the knees for called strike 2. 1-2, says the umpire. Great crowd on hand. Almost standing room only. In fact, it is standing room only on a beautiful Friday night in Central Texas. The 1-2 pitch. Way up high, 2-2. Nice job there by Wagner to climb the ladder and keep that one from going back to the backstop. Not a lot of room behind home plate. 2-2 with 2 away. 2 runners in scoring position. Swung on. Got a piece of it. If nothing else, the Vipers have made starting pitcher Foley throw a lot of pitches tonight and here in this first inning. Two balls, two strikes to M.D. Connor, trying to put the Vipers on top early. Down low and the count goes full. First base is open. Cade Cunningham on deck.
Go Foley.
3-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. And the inning is over. In the inning, no runs, one hit, no errors, 2 runners left on base. We played through 1/2 inning of play. Vipers nothing, and Vista Ridge coming up to bat. Rangers batting order looks like this. Alex Bernemeyer, the center fielder, to lead it off. Jake Wagner, the catcher, batting second. Hank Howard in right field, batting third. Tynan Gunn at first base, batting cleanup. Matthew Foley, the starting pitcher, batting fifth. Devin Gonzalez out in left field, batting sixth. Grant Anderson at third base, batting seventh. Jackson Harrell at second base, batting eighth. And Ethan Sanders, a shortstop, batting ninth. So Bernemeyer, Wagner, Howard, Gunn, Foley, Gonzalez, Anderson, Harrell, and Sanders, the batting order for head coach Matt Garver's Vista Ridge Rangers.
The Vista Ridge Rangers Booster Club would like to thank
Viper defense, Peyton Grimm, Tyler Hubbard, Cade Cunningham, the outfield left to right. Hudson Lilly, Simon Baker, Clayton Moore, M.D. Connor, the infield third to first. Braden Buchanan behind the plate. And Connor Freeman, left-hander, on the hill for the Vipers, making his 5th appearance of the season. Record of 4-0, 22 innings pitched, giving up 20 hits, 6 runs, 4 of those earned. 21 strikeouts against 7 walks, and an ERA of 1.27. All stats unofficial. Manually tabulated by yours truly off of Game Changer. But Connor Freeman, a very effective 1-2 punch to go with Daniel Farrow for the Vipers. If you're looking for a silver lining, the Vipers made Matthew Foley throw 25 pitches in that first inning, so mark that down for later. So here is Bernemeyer stepping in to lead it off in the first inning for the Rangers. 1 for 3 with a single and a walk on Tuesday night. The first pitch from Freeman is down low, ball 1. Vipers swept the Rangers last year. Looking for the split tonight as that pitch paints the outside corner, strike 1. One pitch. Ooh, didn't miss by much. 2-1 the count. Two balls, 1 strike. That pitch in the dirt, and the count 3-1. Three 1 pitch. Right down the pipe for a strike. Let her high, and the count goes full to Bernemeyer. 3-2 pitch. Got him swinging. Strike 3, 1 away. So 1 out, base is empty for the catcher, Jake Wagner. Wagner 1 for 3 with a single and a walk.
Jake Wagner.
And that pitch down low, ball 1 to Wagner. Some other scores tonight. Elgin softball 3-1 over Pflugerville, top of the 4th. One 0 pitch. Just misses outside, 2-0. Pflugerville softball up on Manor, 6-0, bottom of the 6th inning. High inside, and the count 3-0. Taken all the way for a strike, and the count 3-1. Three-one pitch. Just missed outside, ball 4. And it's a one-out walk to Wagner. That'll bring up the right fielder, Hank Howard. Gonna have a courtesy runner here for the catcher, Wagner. Waiting for the young man to turn around. Looks like number 1, which would be Cade Nathman. I'll try to verify that as Hank Howard steps in. Pitch down low, gets back to the backstop. And that allows Nathman to move up to second base on the wild pitch. 1 ball, no strikes to Howard. Howard a triple in Tuesday night's game, a walk. 1 for 2 with the triple and a couple of walks, it looks like. 1-0 pitch. High ball 2. Top of the 3rd inning, Hutto 3, McNeil 1. 2-0 pitch. Good pitch. In there for a strike, 2-1. Hutto still looking for their first district win. McNeil getting their first district win by defeating Hutto on Tuesday night. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Freeman with the pitch. Oh, did miss by much, and the count goes full. First 3 batters, count went full to Bergemeyer, went 3-1 to Wagner, now full again to Howard. So Connor Freeman also throwing a lot of pitches here early. 3 balls, 2 strikes. That's a high ball 4, gets over Buchanan's head. It's going to be runners at the corners. So runners at the corner. For 3 on Tuesday night. High inside, ball 1. Freeman struggling a little bit with control here. Got to find the range. Nathman at 3rd. Howard at 1st with just 1 out. Paints the outside corner for a strike. 1-1.
How's that? No way.
1 ball, 1 strike. Good pitch there for a strike, and is ahead in the count again, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Freeman comes set, left-hander with a 1-2 pitch. Up high, snap throw down. They're going to come back home. The throw's coming in, and it gets away, and a run scores. Now they got to play at 3rd. Throw down. They're going to get him at 3rd. So Nathman comes in on the stolen base to make it 1-0 Rangers. Howard steals 2nd, and then is cut down at 3rd. 2, 4, 5 for out number 2. So 2 outs, base is empty, but a run in here for the Rangers. And the count is 2-2 to Tynan Gunn.
St. Peter's is up on Purdue.
2-4-2-5 if you're scoring at home. That ball slapped down in the left field for a base hit. So Gunn singles the left with 2 outs to keep the inning alive for the pitcher Matthew Foley. First hit of the inning to go with a couple of walks and a couple of wild pitches. As Foley steps in with 2 away. 0 for 3, did reach on a fielder's choice on Tuesday night.
Texas Tech looked like Texas last night. That was bad.
Pitch high and away, ball 1.
Not a mistake. Who beat it? Duke. I got Duke. They could have won that game easily. Yeah, they played tonight.
Curveball drops in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Parker put me in some bracket, like Columbia's in there and stuff. They're all picked Tech. I picked Villanova. I'm winning it right now.
Way outside, ball 2.
Well, I have one bracket that's in like 99 percentile. Yeah, I have Arkansas winning. Houston looked good last night.
Hit in the air to the right side. It's going to hold up. Cunningham steps underneath that and hauls it in to retire the side. But in the inning for Vista Ridge, they do pick up the first run of the ball game. They get it on 1 hit, no errors. 1 runner left on base. We play through 1-0 Vista Ridge on top. We'll keep it here and go to the top half of the second inning.
I'd like to thank Booster Club. Would like to thank the Eye Institute of Austin, one of our sponsors.
Vipers will send 6, 7, and 8 hitters due up here. Cade Cunningham makes the final out. He'll lead off the inning. How many times does that happen in baseball?
Thank you for the sponsorship.
99, and that's the one with Parker. Right. He's quite the order. I had Tech winning, so that
26 pitches unofficially that inning for Connor Freeman.
But I had Boise State beating Gonzaga. Yeah, no, they got beat last night. I had Michigan.
Middle of the 4th inning up in Round Rock, 5-1 Westwood. Warriors going for the sweep, trying to stay perfect atop the district. Vipers trying to pull back into a tie with Vista Ridge with the win tonight. Yes, here we go to the top half of the second inning, and Cade Cunningham will step in. Kudos to that young man for being out here playing baseball. 313 hitter, no home runs, 5 RBI on the season. Looks at the curveball, then they call strike 1.
I think TCU will go a little farther. They got hot at the right time.
0-1 pitch. Up high, ball 1. One pitch. Fouled straight back, coming right at us. A little 3D baseball there. 1-2 the count. One and 2 the count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Cunningham is out on strikes. 3rd straight strikeout recorded by Matthew Foley. And with 1 out, that'll bring up Peyton Grimm.
Now batting number 18.
Grimm, a 333 hitter on the young season. No home runs, 4 RBI. He'll step in from the left side. Pitch up high, ball 1. Swing and a miss, unable to catch up with it. And the count he was up 1-1 to Grimm. That's in there for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That was cool. We were teeing off, and there's an Air Force base beside it. 5 jets in like a V pattern.
The 1-2 pitch. Just missed outside. 2-2.
Strike on the other side.
Tough pitch to take with 2 strikes. Grimm gets the call here. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swung on, foul back.
It was pretty cool. Parker didn't even play a hole. He just watched the planes take off. Yeah.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. That ball ripped down the first base side, but right into the glove of the first baseman, Tynan Gunn. Steps on it and steps on the bag. 2 up, 2 down. Going to bring up shortstop Simon Baker with 2 outs and the bases empty.
That was cool. They had some big cargo playing.
Now batting number 3, Simon Baker.
Baker, a 200 hitter, 0 for 4 with 3 doubles on the season, 0 for 2 in Tuesday night's contest. Comes up here with 2 outs and the bases empty and couldn't pull the trigger. Umpire calls it a strike, strike 1.
Friday. At first we were going to let like Adam, like Stoney.
Same pitch, same result, 0 and 2.
Trying to go in front of us and looking like, hell no, they were taking forever. So
0-2 pitch. Ooh, brushed him off the plate.
I guess they keep an eye.
Pitch up high inside, 1 and 2.
Stoney played pretty good.
1 ball, 2 strikes. That ball slapped to the right side. It's going to get down for a base hit. So a 2-out single to the right for Simon Baker keeps the inning alive for Clayton Moore. Just kind of muscled it off. Went opposite field.
Number 13, Clayton Moore.
And Clayton Moore will step in. 211 hitter, no home run, 6 RBI. 1 for 2 with a walk on Tuesday night.
I hit a hybrid, smoked it, and ended up like 50 yards short. All of our lips were chapped.
Pitch in there for strike, strike 1.
But I like the board. It was in good shape. Only spending like $50 to play it. I saw it online. I played another course up there.
Missed outside, 1-1.
But it was in North Richland Hills, like right along the highway. But we thought about playing that one, so I told Blue, that one's a little cheaper and it's right down the road from the house. I think we got there like 10 minutes.
1-1 pitch. And there for a strike, 1 and 2. Vipers just don't look like they're seeing Matthew Foley very well yet. We'll see what adjustments they make on their second time through the batting order. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Moore. Fouled that one off to the right. The count remains 1 and 2.
Sometimes we had to take 2. Oh, I got a limit on that. That's what it was. Yeah, that was fine.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Moore. In the dirt. Good stop again by Wagner to keep it in front of him and to keep Baker at first base. The count evens up 2 and 2 to Moore. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 away. Just a little low, and the count goes full to Moore. Top of the order on deck, Jackson Lures. If Moore can extend the inning. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Pitch on its way. There goes the runner on 3 and 2. Chopper left side, scooped up. The throw to first. In time and a nice scoop by Tynan Gunn. Anderson to Gunn on a nice defensive play to retire Moore, and the Vipers are done here in the second inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, Romer to left on base. We'll go to the bottom half of the second inning, still down 1-0.
Folks, we have a concession over by the Ranger dugout. We also have sausage wraps right behind the bullpen. Hot grill going over there.
Well, they made him throw 21 pitches at least. It looked like it might be a quick inning, but they got a few more pitches out of him, bringing him up to 46 overall after 2 innings. So we'll keep track of that as we go to the bottom half of the second inning. It'll be 6, 7, and 8 hitters due up here for the Rangers. Devin Gonzalez, Grant Anderson, and Jackson Harrell. can settle in here. Get some of that extra adrenaline out of the system. Get down to work. Looking for a quick inning here against the 6, 7, and 8 hitters. Gonzalez will step in. One for 3 with a double, run scored, and a couple of strikeouts on Tuesday night's game for the Ranger left fielder. Takes the first pitch low and inside, ball 1. Up high, ball 2. Two-0 pitch. Sky high pop-up foul out of play, straight back overhead. 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. Pitch from Freeman. At the letters for call, strike 2. Two-two pitch. Low and inside, ball 3. Full count pitch on its way. Inside, low, ball 4. He lost him, and it's a leadoff walk to Gonzalez. Third walk of the ballgame surrendered by Freeman. And that'll bring up Grant Anderson, sure-handed third baseman. 0 for 3 Tuesday night with a couple of strikeouts. You could use one of those right here.
Go hit it hard, kid.
Pitch up high, ball 1. Freeman just unable to find the zone right now. One ball, no strikes. High and away, ball 2. Snapped though down from Buchanan. And diving back in under the tag was Gonzalez. But the count now 2-0 to Anderson. Pretty good move there by Connor.
Come on, coach.
Indeed, Connor putting on the tag, but Gonzalez able to get back in under it. 2 balls, no strikes. Hit in the air to the right side. Cunningham going back. Makes the catch for out number 1. One away for Jackson Harrell. Got to remember to move the camera on those. I apologize. One out, runner at first for Harrell. High and away, ball 1. Ball gets away, but Buchanan tracks it down quickly. Harrell, a tough out the other night. 2 for 3 with a couple of singles, one of those for an RBI. So producing from the bottom of the order on Tuesday night. Another good move by Connor Freeman. Not sure what was wrong with that pitch, but the umpire says it misses, ball 1. Cedar Park over Glenn, 3-2. That's a final. That's a quick ball game. Another throw, close. Connor putting on the tag. They sure have their eye on Devin Gonzalez over there at first base. Two balls and a strike here to Harrell. That's a good pitch in there for a strike. 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. Swung on, foul, back out of play. The count 2-2. Two balls, two strikes. Tossed over to first. So far, Freeman has faced 8 batters. He's had 2 strikes on 5 of them. 2-2 pitch. Fouled straight back again. Bottom of the 4th inning, Dripping Springs 7, Veterans Memorial 2. Bottom of the 4th inning, out in Hutto, Hippos 3, Mavericks 1. 2-2 pitch. Swung on, foul tip off of Buchanan, back to the screen. We'll do it again. This will be pitch number 7 coming up here to Jackson Harrell. Two balls, two strikes. Freeman wearing out Gonzalez. Two-two pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That was a big second out. Strikeout number 2 for Connor Freeman. And with 2 outs now, that'll bring up Ethan Sanders, a shortstop. 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored on Tuesday night. Steps in here with 2 outs and a runner at first base. Good pitch, strike 1. Freeman, 0-1 pitch. Curveball, paints the outside corner, strike 2.
Touch the plate.
1 strike away from getting out of the second inning.
6 inches.
No balls, 2 strikes, and the number 9 hitter. Freeman, up high, ball 1. Good take there by Sanders. One-two pitch on its way here with 2 outs. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts. Retires the side here in the Ranger half of the second inning. So the leadoff walk comes to nothing. No runs, no hits, no errors. Roman left on base. We have played through 2. We will go to the 3rd. Still 1-0 Rangers. You're watching VANDEGRIFT VIPERS baseball on Vype Live.
After 2. or visit them at covertford.com.
The bat's going down 1-0 here as we go to the top half of the third inning. Merle Bertrand here at the ballpark. Daniel Garrigan, our QA, keeping an eye and an ear on things to make sure that we're staying on the air and looking and sounding as good as we possibly can on this Friday night. It'll be the top of the order to up for the Vipers. Lures, Lilly, Buchanan, Freeman, hopefully a few more. Down 1-0. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for VandeGrift. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors for the Rangers through the first 2.
Now batting number 11, Jackson Lord.
Matthew Foley. 46 pitches unofficially through the first 2 innings. Struck out 3, has walked 1, scattered the 2 hits. Lures led off the ball game with a walk. Left stranded at third. Tried to bunt there, pulls it back, and it's ball one. One 0 pitch. Joe's bunt again, pulls it back, and misses inside, 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes to Lures. Swinging away on 2-0, and the pitch way up high, 3-0. See if he gets a green light here with 3-0. I would imagine he'll be taking. Taking all the way. Good pitch in there for a strike. 3-1. Three balls, one strike. Low ball forward. The Vipers have the leadoff runner aboard. So Lures with the second walk of the night. That'll bring up Hudson Lilly.
Now batting, number 15, Hudson Lilly.
Hands.
Lilly tried to sacrifice bunt in his previous at-bat. Couldn't get it done on the first 2 pitches and wound up popping out to short. So let's see what he does here with Lures at first base. Joe's bunt, bunts it in the air, get down, get down, get down. It will get down, that's a fair ball. He's going to be safe. Throw down to second. No indication yet from the umpire whether or not he was, I guess he's going to be safe. That's going to be a bunt single for Lilly. Caught a break, that ball hung up in the air a long time. Fell in front of the charging Anderson and then bounced away from him. And it's a bunt single for Lilly. Lures, of course, had to hold up in case it was caught. Just barely got into second base. But runners at first and second, nobody out for Braden Buchanan. Pitch down low, ball one. This is the guy that you want up there with 2 runners aboard as the Vipers catch a bit of a break. A double last at bat. Hit hard to center left field, but it's going to hang up. And drifting back is the left fielder, Devin Gonzalez. He hauls it in for out number 1. Just didn't quite get enough of it. 1 out for Connor Freeman.
Now batting, number 2, Connor Freeman.
So Freeman steps in. He struck out in the first. Swing and a miss. Can't catch up with that one. Strike 1. Vipers had runners at the corners with 1 out in the first. Couldn't capitalize. Runners at first and second with 1 out here. Time is called. Oh, 1 pitch. High and away, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Freeman. One pitch. Ground ball up the middle and takes a high hop. They go to second for 1. The throw to first is not going to be in time. Now they got to play at the plate as that ball is thrown away, and the Vipers have tied it up. Nice play by the shortstop Sanders getting to it. The backhand flip to Harrell as 6-4 eliminates Lilly for out number 2. 2 outs, 1-1 ball game, and MD Connor steps in. Got a courtesy runner for Freeman over at first base. 1-1 ball game as MD Connor steps in. He struck out in the first inning. Looks at that pitch. That hit him. That's going to draw a visit from Coach Garver, a little protestation there from Jake Wagner. At the moment, it'll be runners at first and second. That allows me to clean up the situation here with Freeman, who reaches on a fielder's choice, not an RBI because the throwing error allowed that run to score. So Connor is going to be standing at first base on the hit by pitch. The runner for Freeman is on second, and Cade Cunningham steps in with 2 out and 2 aboard. That pitch in there called strike 1 to Cunningham. If I have time, I'll find out who's running for the pitcher, Connor, or for the pitcher, Freeman. Good pitch, strike 2, 0-2 to Cunningham. No balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Cunningham is out on strikes for out number 3. But the Vipers, who scratch across the tying run, they get it on 1 run, 1 hit. Helped out by an error. 2 runners left on base. We'll go to the bottom half of the 3rd inning. New ball game, 1-1, your score. So for the Rangers here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning, it will be the top of their order, Berndelmeyer, Wagner, and Howard. 46 pitches unofficially for Connor Freeman.
Now batting for the Rangers, number 2, Berndelmeyer.
So here's Berndelmeyer. He struck out in the bottom of the 1st inning, 0 for 1 in the night. Vipers have tied it up. And the pitch down low, ball 1.
He thought about it, didn't he? He sat on it. He was not sure.
Up a little high in the count, 2-0. Freeman working quickly. 2 balls, no strikes. That ball hit fouled on the right field line, out of play. Over the batting cages down there. The count 2-1 to Berndelmeyer. Grimm, Hubbard, Cunningham, the outfield left to right. 2 balls and a strike. Down low, ball 3. Lilly, Baker, Moore, Connor, the infield third to first. Braden Buchanan behind the plate. And Connor Freeman in his 3rd inning of work. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Bites back to get the count full on Berndelmeyer. Let's see if we can finish him off. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Just missed outside. Boy, that didn't miss by much. 2nd straight inning, the Rangers have got the leadoff runner aboard by a walk. And that'll bring up Jake Wagner. He walked. His runner scored the only run of the ball game for Vista Ridge thus far in the 1st inning. Lilly in on the grass at 3rd base in case he puts one down. Shows bunt and bunts it pretty hard. And it gets past. Everybody's going to be safe. Got by Freeman, and once it did, there was nothing anybody could do. It's a bunt single for Wagner, and Vista Ridge has something cooking here in the 3rd inning. Nathman again running for Wagner. He's at first. Bernemeyer at second with nobody out, and Hank Howard will step in.
Hit it hard, kid.
Howard not showing signs of a bunt. Takes the first pitch down low, ball one. Swing and a miss, strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch. Up a little high, 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. In the dirt, good block by Buchanan, but the count 3-1. Pitching has been so good for these Vipers, but second straight game where the starting pitcher has struggled to find the zone. 3 balls and a strike. Swung on, foul tip off of Buchanan's face mask, and the count goes full here to Howard. Second batter of the inning that the count has gone full on. Three balls, 2 strikes. Fouled out of play to the right. Connor Freeman looking in. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Hank Howard. Inside, ball 4, and the bases are loaded. Bernemeyer to third. Nathman at second. Howard at first. Nobody out, and tied and gun. Will step in. That's going to draw a visit from Coach Hickle.
Put him on the clock.
Vipers in a heap of trouble here in the 3rd inning.
That's it. Let's go. Let's go.
So here's Gunn stepping in. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Slapped a single to the left his first at bat. Infield in at the corners. Back at double play depth. Up the middle. Curveball. Look good. Umpire says no. Ball 1. One-0 pitch. Chopper up the middle. That's going to get out of the center field for a base hit. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. 2 RBI single up the middle for Tyne and Gunn. And the Rangers lead at 3-1. Right up the middle. Score Bernemeyer and Nathman. Howard moves up to second. Still nobody out. 3-1 Vista Ridge as Matthew Foley, the beneficiary of this, stepping in. Just past the glove of Simon Baker. Showing bunt, and he bunts it foul up the third base side. Strike 1. Foley 0 for 1, flew out to right in the 1st inning. No balls and a strike. Showing bunt again. Pulls it back this time. The pitch down low. Ball one. Snap throw down. And that ball gets loose on the infield. That's going to allow the runners to move up. So now the count is 1-1 to Foley. First base is open. 2 more runners in scoring position. Still nobody out. One pitch. That's going to score the run at least. Hit it the air to the right side. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Cunningham's got it. Gets it in quickly, but allows the run to score. A little flare to the right side for Foley, and it's 4-1. As Howard scores on the play. Gunn moves up to third. Runners at the corners. Still nobody out. And that's going to be it tonight for Connor Freeman. So Freeman a rough outing tonight. And we'll see if my scouting report was correct. It looks like Daniel Farrow, Tuesday night starting pitcher who had a rough night of his own on Tuesday night. He's going to come in for long relief. So Daniel Farrow will come in. I believe this is his first relief appearance of the season. Making his 6th appearance of the season, a record of 4-1, 23 2/3 innings pitched, giving up 15 hits, 4 runs. 3 of those earned, struck out 29, walked 12, an ERA of 0.91. So Daniel Farrow, much like MD Connor on Tuesday night, will come in and try to keep this within the realm of reason. A lot of baseball left to be played. We're only in the 3rd inning, down by 3. His job is to come in and get outs. Now, by my very unofficial count,
Well, they told him earlier today, like 35 pitches. Hey,
Farrow threw 54 pitches
Is this the pitcher that started the other night?
on Tuesday night. That will leave him with 56 pitches in the tank,
Is this
give
the
or
pitcher
take.
that started the other night? Yes.
So we'll see how he does here in relief. Been a theme of this team all year long. Different guys coming in, different places, different roles, getting the job done. Daniel Farrow, #1 pitcher, with pitches left in the on the odometer. Trying to bounce back after a rough outing on Tuesday night. We'll see how he does. Pflugerville over Maynard 14-0 in 6 innings in softball. That's a final. Here it's 4-1 Rangers. Gunn at third. Foley's courtesy runner at first. No, it's actually Foley running for himself. And curveball misses inside, ball 1 to Devin Gonzalez, who has walked in the 2nd inning. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Runners at the corners, nobody out. 3 runs in for the Rangers here in the 3rd inning. There goes the runner off first. Buchanan with the throw down, and they're going to get him at second. I don't know if that was a busted double steal attempt. So a nice throw by Buchanan, and Foley is out on the 2-6 caught stealing for the first out of the inning. 2-1 pitch to Gonzalez. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Just got a piece of it to hang alive as Farrow jams him, and the count remains 2-2 to Gonzalez.
Thank you for the Vipers, Daniel Farrow, number 45.
2 balls, 2 strikes. And time is called. Just missed down low, and the count goes full to Gonzalez. Three-two pitch. Just missed up high, ball 4. One of the call doesn't get it, and the Rangers have runners at the corners again. That'll bring up Grant Anderson with 1 out, runners at the corners. Anderson 0 for 1, flew out to right in the 2nd inning.
Come on, man, hit it hard, Grant. Let's go.
Down low, ball 1. High chopper left side, that's going to score the run. Throw to first and not going to be in time. Took a high chop, took forever. Hudson Lilly, a punter on the Vipers football team, that ball had one of his hang times. And Anderson able to beat it out for the RBI infield single. Right now, everything going the Rangers' way as Tynan Gunn comes in for the 4th run of the inning.
Hey, good job not watering, Garber.
Infield single RBI, still 1 out. Jackson Harrell will step in. Takes a pitch in there, call strike 1. Harrell 0 for 1, struck out in the 2nd. Up high, 1 ball, 1 strike. Gonzalez at 2nd, Anderson at 1st, 1 out, 4 runs in for Vista Ridge. High inside, ball 2. Both of those runs, I believe, are charged to Freeman. 2 balls and a strike. That's a good pitch at the knees. Call strike 2.
No pause, no pause.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Outside, ball 3. Three and 2 the count. Fouled out of play. We'll do it again. Three-two pitch. Way outside, ball 4, and the bases are loaded. Second walk in the inning allowed by Farrow. Gonzalez to 3rd, Anderson to 2nd, Harrell aboard. That'll bring up Ethan Sanders. Still just a 1 out. Sanders 0 for 1, struck out in the 2nd. Ninth batter to bat in the inning for Vista Ridge. Infield in at the corners, trying to get the runner at home. High and away, ball 1. One-oh pitch. Down low, ball 2. Two-oh pitch. That's a letter high strike, 2-1.
He don't get that call, no sir. Wow.
2 balls, 1 strike. Inside ball 3. No place to put Sanders.
Like 9 in a row.
Three 1 pitch. Swing and a foul tip back to the screen. The count goes full. Ross over Eastview 6-2. That's a final. Three balls, 2 strikes. Big pitch coming here from Daniel Farrell. In there, called strike 3. You got him. Good pitch. That's a big second out. Takes away the sacrifice fly. Infield can go back. And back to the top of the order we go to Alex Berndelmeyer. Drew a leadoff walk to start this whole mess about 30 minutes ago. Comes up here with the bases loaded, now 2 away. Down low, good block by Buchanan. Pitch in the dirt, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Pitch at the knees, call strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Berndelmeyer. And now time is called.
Hey, let's make sure he pauses, huh?
One pitch. Fouled straight back, and the count 1-2. So Daniel Farrell, 1 strike away from putting out the fire. One ball, 2 strikes. Curveball just missed up high, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. High inside, ball 3, no place to put Berndelmeyer. Three and 2. Runners will be off here with the pitch with 2 away. And Farrell, the double pivot, but nothing doing by the Viper defense. Nobody holding the runners on. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a foul ball. Just got a piece of it, fouled it off to the right side. Carousel rewinds.
Blow the hands, let's go, 2.
Farrell looking in for the sign. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. The pitch. Up high, ball 4, walks in another run. That's Farrell's 3rd walk of the inning. As Gonzalez comes in. Now 6-1, and Jake Wagner steps in. Base is still loaded, and Coach Hickle's coming out, and I think this experiment might be done. Not missing by much, but Daniel Farrell will come out of the ball game, and Coach is going to go to his bullpen. Appreciate the effort by Farrell to come in, have pitches left. You don't know till you try. You might need this kind of a scenario. Next time it comes up, it won't be new to him. But we're going to have a pitching change here. And we'll see who it is. I believe I saw 21. I did.
It was so hard being in Texas, man. I bet. I was at that game where Will Jordan caught that overtime ball in the end zone, I went nuts, and everyone around me was just
Mulcahy.
you know where I'm from? The craziest game I saw though was that game, Baker and Mahomes threw for like over 1,000. That was
Well, yeah, I mean, that's one thing right there. You never see
All right, new pitcher for the Vipers is Dylan Mulcahy, making his 4th appearance of the season, a record of 1-2, 13 2/3 innings pitched, giving up 13 hits, 11 runs, 6 of those earned, struck out 14 and walked 6, an ERA of 3.18 for Dylan Mulcahy. Coming up here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. The Rangers have managed to chase both Vandegrift's number 1 and number 2 pitchers here in 3 innings of work. Jake Wagner will step in. Wagner 1 for 2 with a bunt single, came earlier this inning. Bases loaded, 2 away. First pitch, low and away, ball 1. One 0 pitch. Good pitch in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Wagner. One pitch. Swing and a miss, pulled the string. And Wagner had time to swing at that one twice. One ball, 2 strikes. Just missed outside, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Line shot up the middle, knocked down. They're going to go to Sure, they got him just in time. Sensational play by Clayton Moore to save 2 runs. Deep in the hole. I think it even surprised Simon Baker, who had to scramble to get to the bag to cover it. And it is going to go as a 4-6 put out to retire the side. If the Vipers somehow come back to win this game, mark that play down there by Clayton Moore to retire the side. But in the inning, the Vista Ridge Rangers send 11 batters to the plate. They score 5 of them. So 5 runs on just 4 hits, 5 walks, and an error. And they left 3 runners on base. So we have played through 3. We'll go to the 4th. Got a lot of work to do offensively now, down 6-1. Probably the worst inning of the year for the Vipers.
Another sponsor, Sneak Vine, with their individual seeking counsel.
The good news is there's plenty of time left.
Or national organizations seeking representation in high-profile transactions. We have the skills and the talents to address your most pressing and complex needs. That's Sneak Vine. Thank you for the sponsor.
McNeil has fallen to Hutto 7-3, so the Hippos get their first district win of the season tonight. So for the Vipers in the top half of the 4th inning, it'll be the bottom of the order to up here. Grimm, Baker, and Moore. What a sensational play by Clayton Moore. That ball was headed to center field. 2 runs would have scored. Now I got to get the bats going before it's too late. We'll see how Matthew Foley responds. He's been in the dugout a long time with the exception of coming up to the plate. But it's been about 30, 35 minutes since he's been on the mound. So here's Grimm, 0 for 1, grounded out the first unassisted back in the 2nd inning. And he looks at the first pitch up high, ball 1. Down by 5. Down low, 2-0. Way outside, ball 3. Vipers need base runners. Take it here, Mr. Grimm. 61 pitches unofficially through the first 3 innings for Matthew Foley. That's at the knees for a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. Round Rock has come back into 5, 6-5 Dragons on top of Westwood, trying to hand the Warriors their first defeat of the season. And that's a walk leading off for Peyton Grimm. And that's going to draw a visit to the mound, as Simon Baker will step in. He singled in the second inning.
Well, I'm actually looking at the women's because Texas is playing Ohio State. That was a close game. They won by 3. Texas. I like that.
If the Dragons hang on and hand Westwood their first loss of the season, and Vista Ridge hangs on here, the Rangers would find themselves all alone in first place.
They got a lot of energy and accountability. Yeah, they won by 3, so now they're in there.
Vipers would be in third place, 2 games back. But a lot of baseball left to be played in both games as Simon Baker steps in. Down low, ball 1.
Let's go in.
Problem with being down by 5, it kind of hamstrings the Vipers. They like to play small ball, a lot of running, a lot of bunting. Hard to do that down by 5, even though it's still relatively early in the ball game. That pitch in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Watch your hands.
1-1 the count. Now he shows bunt, and that pitch in the cross, strike 1. They got the runner hung up, and they're going to get him. Base running mistake. And Grimm has picked off 2-3 on the back throw for out number 1. And the count 1-2 to Simon Baker. 1 out now, base is empty.
Yes, he did. Yes.
They're going to peel down to first. And they're going to ring him up, strike 3. There's 2 away. Everything going Vista Ridge's way right now. 2 outs, base is empty for Clayton Moore, who made that sensational play at the top of the inning.
Now batting number 13, Clayton Moore.
Comes up here with 2 outs, base is empty. Moore showing bunt. Takes it for a strike. Strike 1. 0 for 1 in the night, grounded out to third. One hops up to the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. The Vipers swept the Rangers last year. Vista Ridge trying to return the favor in 2022. One pitch. Squib to the right side. Gobbled up by Harrell. And he'll go to first to Gunn. And a promising start is quickly rubbed out. Vipers done 1-2-3 here in the top of the 4th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We're halfway through this one. We will go to the bottom of the 4th inning, still down by 5. You're watching VANDEGRIFT Vipers Baseball on Vype Live. Welcome back to Vista Ridge, 6-1. Homestanding Rangers on top of the Vipers. 6 runs, 5 hits, 1 error for Vista Ridge. 1 run, 3 hits, 1 error for the Vipers. Rangers with one at the bottom of the first inning. Vipers tied it up briefly in the top of the third, and then the wheels came off with Vista Ridge scoring 5 runs in the bottom half of the third inning to take the 6-1 lead. 3, 4, and 5 hitters go up here for Vista Ridge. It'll be Howard, Gunn, and Foley. Dylan Mulcahy drops a curveball in there for called strike 1 on for his first full inning of work.
Come on, Hank, hit it hard, kid.
4-4, heading to the 9th.
Another curveball. That one stays up high, 2-0. Check that, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Aaron Nixon came in and got us out of the bottom of the
Squib to the right side. Coming up is Moore. And tosses it over to M.D. Connor. That ball took forever to get to him. Took a funny hop to boot. But Moore stays with it. The 4-3 put out. The 2 RBI single in the third inning.
HRB.
All right, Gunn has all the equipment where he wants it. He'll step in from the right side. 1 out, base is empty for the Ranger first baseman. That curveball bends across the inside corner, strike 1. Mulcahy, quite a different look from either Freeman or Farrow, who have really high velocity. Mulcahy, a lot of off-speed stuff here so far. Another one. Curveball in the first strike, 0-2. Pitch. High fly ball to left field. Pretty well tagged. It's going back, but it's going to, ballpark is going to hold it. And Peyton Grimm hauls it in just in front of the warning track. Just got underneath it a little bit. Got a lot of oohs and ahs from the crowd, but got underneath it. They're 2 away from Matthew Foley. Foley 1 for 2 with an RBI single in that nasty third inning. Steps in here with 2 outs and the base is empty. And fouls it back to the screen, strike 1. Oh, pitch. Beautiful pitch. Drops in there for a strike. 0-2. No balls. 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Mulcahy gets a strikeout, and for the first time tonight, the Vista Ridge Rangers are done in order. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. Nice job, Dylan Mulcahy. We'll keep it here. Go to the top half of the 5th inning. Vipers need some runs. As we go to the top half of the 5th inning, we want to thank our sponsors once again.
We'd like to thank another sponsor, Veritech Solutions.
Our Grand Slam sponsor, of course, Shannon Kramer with Bartlett Real Estate Group. Our home run sponsor, Silverton Custom Homes with Mr. Jason Grimm. Our double play sponsors, Sport Clip Haircuts and Quick Smiles with 1835 Realty. Our single play sponsors, Pediatric Dentistry of Steiner Ranch, Trent Reynolds Player Development, Steiner Dental, Pinnacle Sports Performance and Rehabilitation, Candalia Haley, Tomlin Family Orthodontics, and Steiner Wellness and Nutrition, along with our Vype Network sponsor, Academy Sports and Outdoors. Need some base runners, need some runs as we go to the top of the 5th inning. Top of the order due up. Jackson Lewis, Hudson Lindley, and Braden Buchanan. Going to need a whole lot more than that. As the Vipers down to their final 5 outs. We're in the 5th inning. Our final 9 outs. Dripping Springs has defeated Veterans Memorial 11-2. Much needed district win for the Tigers.
Jackson Merce.
So here's Lure stepping in. Walked twice tonight, has scored the Vipers' only run of the ball game. Takes the first pitch outside corner, called strike one. As we say hello to Mr. Hank Hudson, one of our broadcast partners on Viper football in the fall. 1-1 pitch. At the knees, called strike two. Hank says, put on the rally caps for a great season. Go Viper Nation. Thank you, Hank. 1-2 pitch. Outside, ball two. Two balls, 2 strikes. Fouled out of play to the left, and the count remains 2-2. Elgin over Pflugerville 6-4 in baseball. That's a final. Elgin really struggling this year. Lost a bunch of guys from last year's team that went 3 rounds deep. 2-2 pitch. Curveball dropped in there for a strike, and Lewis knew it. Good pitch from Foley. His 6th strikeout of the night. That'll bring up Hudson Lilly.
Battery, the Vipers, number 15, Hudson Lilly.
Hey!
1 out, bases empty. Lilly 1 for 2 with a bunt single in the 3rd inning. Misses outside, ball 1. Right down the pipe for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lifted foul out of play to the right, and the count 1-2. Ooh, and that hit him. Slipped out of the hand, and Lilly will be aboard on the hit by pitch. Second one of the night surrendered by Foley, and that'll bring up Braden Buchanan. Bottom of the 6th inning up at Dragon Diamond, still 6-5 Round Rock. Don't count out those Dragons. Struggling a little bit this year, but that's a good program. Down low, ball 1. Buchanan with 1 of 2 Viper home runs on the season. He could cut this lead in half if he gets a hold of one. Takes that pitch for a strike at the knees. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch. Inside corner, called strike 2. Good pitch. That's a tough pitch to handle. Connor Freeman on deck. Well, slated to be on deck. We'll see if he comes up still or. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just missed. And the count 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes with 1 out here in the Viper 5th. Laid off the outside pitch, and the count goes full. Good take. Foley with the sign. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Slapped to the right side, gobbled up by the second baseman. Harrell over to short for 1, to throw to first. In time, they get the double play. Credit where credit's due. Vista Ridge is making the plays. In the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We'll go to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Still down 6-1. On the 4-6-3 double play from Harold to Sanders to Gunn. So Foley, 25 pitches in the first inning, 21 in the second. Since then, it's been 15, 12, and 16. He has really dialed it in, helped out by his defense. And that's why the Vipers just had the 1 run on 3 hits. Meanwhile, it'll be 6, 7, and 8 hitters due up here for Vista Ridge in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Gonzalez, Anderson, and Harrell due up against Dylan Mulcahy on for his second full inning of work. Put out the fire in the 3rd. And a 1-2-3 inning in the 4th. Vipers home tomorrow, non-district against Glenn at Venom Field at 1 o'clock. We'll be on the air for about 12:50, give or take, with the pregame show. And then district play resumes next week with 2 games against McNeil. The first one at Mavericks Field on Tuesday night and back at Venom Field on Friday night. If this score holds up, the Vipers will look to get well against the Mavericks. Not giving up on this one yet, though. Still have 2+ innings left to go. As that pitch spins high inside ball 1 to Gonzalez. Walked twice, scored in the 3rd inning. Lifted high down the left field line in foul territory, and it's going to get out of play against the Viper dugout. 1 ball, 1 strike to Gonzalez. Supposed to be in the 80s tomorrow. Come on out to Venom Field. Catch a baseball game. 1-1 pitch. Spins up high, ball 2. Liberty Hill bounces back from a shellacking against Cedar Park on Tuesday night. Check swing to the left side. Gobbled up by Simon Baker. The throw over to first base to M.D. Connor. And the 6-3 put out for out number 1 will bring up Grant Anderson. Liberty Hill defeating Marble Falls 13-3 tonight out in the Hill Country. As Grant Anderson will step in, 1 for 2 with an RBI single. Flew out to Cunningham in the first inning and takes the first pitch in the first strike, strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch. Curveball drops in there, called strike 2. Nice job by Mulcahy so far. No balls, 2 strikes. That one hops up to the plate. I jinxed him, 1-2 the count. Looking ahead to the Viper 6, it'll be 4, 5, and 6 hitters due up. One-two pitch. Again, 1 hops up to the plate, and the count 2-2. You kind of feel like you got to get at least 2, maybe 3 runs to get yourself back within shouting range heading into the 7th. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Anderson. Just missed outside, and after getting ahead of the count 0-2, Mulcahy now finds himself looking at a 3-2 count against Grant Anderson. 3-2 pitch. Lifted high in the air to the right side. That's a little flare. That's going to be trouble coming on as Cunningham, and he makes the catch. Good communication. Outfielder's play to make. He's got the better angle. He's got the better view. Infielders are going back. Outfielders are coming in. Cunningham doing a good job taking charge for out number 2. 2 outs, bases empty for Jackson Harrell. Harrell 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a walk in the ball game. And that pitch stays down low, ball 1. One-0 pitch. Just missed off the plate. The count 2-0. Two-0 pitch. High and away, ball 3.
time there's a ball on the right side of the plate.
I know. He tightened it up. Yeah. 3 balls, no strikes. Take it all the way. That's a 3-0 strike right there, but we'll take it the way tonight's gone. 3 balls and a strike. Let's come back and get another one. 3-1 pitch. He does. Call strike 2. Same location, same result. So a nice shot battling back by Mulcahy. Trying to come back from 3-0. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Oh, that would look like a better pitch than the other two, but the umpire says no, and it's a 2-out walk to Harrell. That is the 9th Viper walk given up tonight. That's been the Achilles heel as Ethan Sanders steps in. 2 outs, runner at first. Sanders 0 for 2. He struck out both times. Down low. Snap throw down by Buchanan, and diving back in was Harrell. One ball, no strikes. Slow tapper right side. And a nice job there. The underhand toss. Nice job, Dylan Mulcahy over to M.D. Connor for the 1-3 putout to retire the side. Another good inning of work by Mulcahy. No runs, no hits. 1 runner left on base. We play through 5. We will go to the 6th. Still down 6-1. You're watching VANDEGRIFT VIPERS Baseball on Vype Live.
Become a Vype Insider today. Access breaking news in high school sports. Enjoy premium articles and exclusive coverage written by expert analysts, and watch exclusive videos, documentaries on programs in your area. It's only $2.99 a month if you subscribe for the monthly plan. If you go for the yearly plan, it rounds out to just $1.99 a month. It costs you only $24 a year to get all of your Vype news throughout the entire year. Subscribe today. What are you waiting for? It's less than a cup of coffee a month. Become a Vype Insider. $2.99 a month, $23.99 for the whole year. Hey, it's Vype. We will see you at the games.
Top half of the 6th inning. Merle Bertrand here at the ballpark. Daniel Garrigan keeping an eye and an ear on the broadcast. 6-5-1 for Vista Ridge. 1-3-1. The unhappy line score thus far for the Vipers. And Connor Freeman will bat here. He stayed in the ball game to bat. 0 for 2. Reach on a fielder's choice in the 3rd inning. Dig in from the left side. Good cut, fouls it back to the screen. Strike 1. It'll be Freeman, Connor, Cunningham. And then it better be Grimm, Baker, Moore, and Lures. And hopefully a few more. Foley is really settled in here in his 6th inning of work. 89 pitches unofficially. That curveball drops in there for a strike, and he's quickly ahead of Freeman, 0-2. Lifted foul out of play to the left. The count remains 0-2 to Freeman. No balls, 2 strikes. High and away, ball 1. One-two pitch. Beautiful curveball. Spins it across the inside corner. Called strike 3 for out number 1. And that will bring up M.D. Connor. 0 for 1. Hit by a pitch in the 3rd.
Now batting number 23, M.D. Connor.
1 out, base is empty. Viper bats have stayed cold tonight as time is called.
He's in the box. Come on, man.
Misses outside, ball 1. I think they had this 3 hits on Tuesday night and just 3 again tonight. 1-0 pitch. Down low, 2-0. Top of the 7th inning, 7-5 Round Rock. 2 balls, no strikes. Up high, and the count 3-0. So Round Rock 3 outs away from handing the Warriors their first loss of the season. That's good news, of course, for Vista Ridge fans. That's in the first strike, and the count 3-1. If both scores hold up, Vista Ridge would be all alone atop the district standings. 3 balls and a strike to Connor. That one misses outside, ball 4. Mindy Connor draws a 1-out walk, and that'll bring up Cade Cunningham. Of course, Vista Ridge will be 2 games ahead of the Vipers, but effectively 3 games ahead because they would have the tiebreaker.
Cade Cunningham.
Cunningham 0 for 2 on the night. Drew something in the dirt there with his bat handle. Little number off the bat handle. It's going to go to second, and they're going to throw to first in time. Nice play there by Harrell, staying with that one. Cunningham retired on the 4-3 fielder's choice for out number 2 on the play. Connor moves up to second base, 2 away for Peyton Grimm. Two outs now. Grimm will step in. 0 for 1. Walked in the 4th inning. Shows bunt, pulls it back, and they got the runner hung up to throw down to third. Not going to be in time. As Connor steals third, he realized that the third baseman Anderson was coming in to cover the bunt. So nobody was covering third. That's a good base running play there by M.D. Connor. 1 ball, no strikes to Grimm. Let's see if Grimm can get him in. Shows bunt again and has to duck out of the way of it, and the count now 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. This is actually a pinch hitter here. This is number 7. He bunts it. High hop. Double clutch to throw to first. He throws it away. Run scores. That goes into the dugout. And this is actually Jack Nelson. He's going to round second, heading for third. And he will be in at third base. So nice job by Jack Nelson with the bunt up the third base side. Grant Anderson had a double clutch on it, and he throws it away to allow M.D. Connor to score. We'll see how they rule this one.
Now batting number 3 for the Vipers, Simon Baker.
Nelson at third with 2 away for Simon Baker. And they call a balk. They call a balk, and that will allow Nelson to come in to score. So it looks like it's ruled a bunt single and then an error. And then the balk plates Nelson. So it's now 6-3. Base is empty now. 2 runs in for the Vipers on no hits. Strikeout, walk, fielder's choice, stolen base. Actually, 1 hit, the bunt single, pardon me, from Nelson. And the pitch down low, 2 balls and no strikes to Simon Baker. That's in there for a strike. They've got 3-1 on the scoreboard here for the count. 3-1 pitch. That ball hit the center field, pretty well tagged. Going back and making the catch is Alex Bertelmeyer to retire the side and put out the uprising. But the Vipers get themselves back in the ballpark at least. They get 2 runs on just the 1 hit. Helped out by an error. Nobody left on base. We'll go to the bottom half of the 6th inning. New score now, 6-3. All right, for Vista Ridge in the bottom half of the 6th inning, going to be the top of their order, Bertelmeyer, Wagner, and Howard against Dylan Mulcahy. I have got unofficially 108 pitches for Dylan Mulcahy. That means he can face one, or for Matthew Foley, he could in theory face one more batter, and that'll be it. All right, got to keep it here. Down by 3. You're at least back in the parking lot of the ballpark as Bertelmeyer will step in 0 for 1 with a couple of walks and a run scored. RBI on one of those walks. Looks at the first pitch up high, ball 1. Up high, 2-0.
I sicked you on netting.
Good pitch, inside corner, called strike. 2 balls and a strike to Bertelmeyer. That one stays up high, and the count 3-1. 3 balls and a strike to Bertelmeyer. And that is a walk to lead off the 6th inning, not what Mulcahy wanted. His second walk allowed. 10th walk of the night allowed by Viper pitching. And that'll bring up Jake Wagner. Wagner 1 for 2 with a bunt single, a walk, and reach on a fielder's choice. Shows bunt, pulls it back, ball 1. Only in the 2nd inning down at Burger Field, Westlake leading Bowie 7-3 in the 2nd inning. They had an earlier game they had to wait on before they could start play. That one went extra innings. So 7-3 Westlake over Bowie. Bowie winning the first game. And I think we might have another pitching change here. As the count 2-0 to Wagner. Well, this is not a pitching change kind of visit, doesn't look like.
Here we go, let's go. Here we go, let's go.
This is a you were doing just fine throwing strikes. Let's throw strikes again visit. So 2 balls, no strikes to Wagner. High drama at Dragon Diamond. 2 outs, bases loaded for Westwood. There goes the runner off first. Bunt foul back to the screen, 2-1. 7-5 Round Rock over Westwood, but 2 outs for the Warriors with the bases loaded in the 7th inning. Here at 6-3, Vista Ridge trying to manufacture an insurance run here. 2 balls and a strike to Wagner. Swinging away and lifts it foul out of play to the right side, and the count goes 2-2. Message delivered, message received by Dylan Mulcahy. He's been right back into the strike zone again. Two-two pitch. Just missed outside, and the count goes full.
6 inches.
And it's now final. 7-5 Round Rock over the Westwood Warriors, handing Westwood their first defeat of the season in district play. Round Rock crawling back into the race. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Lifted high in the air to right center field. That's a little flare coming on. Is Cunningham, and he makes the grab. Again, taking charge as Clayton Moore slides out of the way of his right fielder. And actually, I don't think that's Cunningham. That is actually Connor Freeman has moved out to right. So Connor Freeman making the catch in right field for the first out of the inning. And with 1 out, that'll bring up Hank Howard. Toss over to first, runner back. These uniforms, no number on the front. It's tough to tell sometimes. Now when that ball gets out of the hands of Buchanan, he wanted to fire before he had it tucked away. And it'll be a stolen base for Bernemeyer. 1-0 now to Howard with Bernemeyer in second base. One-0 pitch. Just misses outside. Ball 2. Looks like Cunningham might be out and left, but I can't tell for sure. 2-0 pitch. High fly ball, pretty well tagged. Going back, and it is caught. Tagging at second, heading to third. The throw coming in. It is not in time. Let me see who made that catch, if he'll turn around. Made the catch up at the warning track for the second out of the inning. 2 outs, Bernemeyer up to third on the sacrifice. So 2 outs now for Tynan Gunn. Insurance run 90 feet away. Check the swing. Did he go? He did. Strike 1. Gunn on the night. 2 for 3. Just will not turn around so I can see his number out there. Oh, 1 pitch. That ball gets loose, but now snapped her down to third. Just did get back. Buchanan smothered it, kept it close by. And Bernemeyer was drifting down the third base line. Buchanan fired a rocket. Lilly putting on the tag, but Bernemeyer does get back. 1 ball and a strike. And it is Cade Cunningham out of left field. Cunningham making that fine play out in left a moment ago. So Freeman in right, Cunningham in left. That pitch misses inside. 2 balls and a strike. 2-1 pitch. Just outside, ball 3. 2 outs, Bernemeyer at third base. Coach Yucca coming out of the dugout saying something to the infield umpire. 3 balls, 1 strike to Tynan Gunn. The pitch from Mulcahy. High chopper left side. Lilly feels it. Makes a good throw and a good stretch by the first baseman, M.D. Connor. That was not an easy play. We saw one of the Rangers beat that one out. Gunn not quite the same speed. Lilly realizing that and made a good play and a good throw and a good stretch at first base from Connor to retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1-1 to left on base. All right. Kept the insurance run off the board. That's the good news. The bad news is he needs 3 runs to tie this one up. And we will go to the top half of the 7th inning, see if the Vipers can get it done.
Now pitching for the Rangers, number 12, A.J. Lear.
New pitcher in for Vista Ridge. A.J. Lear. Trying to get the save for Foley. What a night Foley turned in tonight for Vista Ridge. 6 innings of work. Gave up 3 runs on 4 Viper hits. Struck out 7, walked 4, hit a couple of batters. A.J. Lear will try to close it out. He'll face the number 9 hitter, Clayton Moore, to lead it off, 9-1-2. Speaking of good performances, tip of the cap to Dylan Mulcahy. Came in and pitched 3 1/3 innings of shutout baseball. Well done by that young man. Kept his team in the ball game, gave him a chance, at least a remote chance of coming back in this one. Mulcahy in 3 1/3. Gave up no runs on no hits. Struck out 1, walked 2. So good job there by Mulcahy. All right, here we go. Vipers need 3 to tie it. Clayton Moore 0 for 2 at the plate tonight. Grounded out the 3rd, grounded out the 2nd, but a couple of really nice defensive plays. Right now we need his bat. First pitch high inside, ball 1. One 0 pitch. In there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, 1 pitch. Missed outside, 2-1.
Go in play.
That ball hitting the air to the right side, but out of play, and the count goes 2-2 to Moore. Two balls, 2 strikes. Way outside, and the count goes full. Three balls, 2 strikes. Tapper left side. Tough play for the shortstop. He comes on and fires over to first in time. Ethan Sanders with a good play and a good strong throw to retire Moore, who has grounded out to all 3 infielders tonight. 1 away, back to the top of the order we go to Jackson Lures. Lures 0 for 1 with a strikeout, has walked twice and scored a run. Comes up here with 1 out, bases empty. Shows bunt, pulls it back, curveball bends in there for a strike. Oh, 1 pitch. Inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike. Popped up on the infield. And just catching it in the outfield grass is Ethan Sanders for out number 2, and the Vipers are down to their final out. 2 outs, bases empty for Hudson Lilly.
For the Vipers, number 15, Hudson Lilly.
Hand!
Lilly 1 for 2 with a bunt single, also hit by a pitch in the 5th inning. Two outs, bases empty. Check the swing, in there for a strike. That ball slapped in the air to the right side, and it's going to tail foul. Out of the reach of Hank Howard. And VANDEGRIFT is down to their final strike. No balls, 2 strikes to Lilly. Oh, 2 pitch. Chopper up the middle. Let's see if we can get the sound. Lilly's got good speed to throw. In time, he got him. Nice play again by Sanders and a nice stretch by Tynan Gunn to get the speedy Lilly. The Vipers have done an order in the 7th inning. And Vista Ridge has completed the sweep over the VANDEGRIFT Vipers tonight by a final score of 6-3. We'll take an extended break, get the numbers put together, be right back with the unhappy totals as Vista Ridge gets the win over the Vipers by a final score of 6-3. Back for a short post game after this break. You're watching VANDEGRIFT Vipers Baseball on Vype Live.
Become a Vype Insider today. Access breaking news in high school sports. Enjoy premium articles and exclusive coverage written by expert analysts, and watch exclusive videos, documentaries on programs in your area. It's only $2.99 a month if you subscribe for the monthly plan. If you go for the yearly plan, it rounds out to just $1.99 a month. It costs you only $24 a year to get all of your Vype news throughout the entire year. Subscribe today. What are you waiting for? It's less than a cup of coffee a month. Become a Vype Insider. $2.99 a month, $23.99 for the whole year. Hey, it's Vype. We will see you at the games.
What was the Cedar Ridge score? What was the Cedar Ridge score? Stony or Cedar? Okay, thank you. All right, welcome back to Rangers Baseball Complex. Merle Bertrand here. Sorry about that. Was tracking down a scoring update for you. Cedar Ridge defeating Stony Point by a final score of 7-2. As you see the Vipers huddled out there around their coach after getting swept tonight by Vista Ridge. Vista Ridge winning the first game Tuesday night 2-1. Taking this one tonight 6-3. 6 runs on 5 hits. 2 errors for the Vista Ridge Ranger. The winning pitcher tonight for Vista Ridge will be Matthew Foley. And the Rangers improved to 9-7-1. More importantly, 5-0 in district play. More on that in just a second. The Vipers 3 runs on 4 hits, 1 error. And the losing pitcher tonight, Connor Freeman, just couldn't quite get untracked. VANDEGRIFT dropping down to 10-7 overall, 3-2 in district play. Now, these were the standings coming in tonight. We've been reporting on the night. Round Rock has defeated Westwood by a final score of 7-5. Cedar Ridge has defeated Stony Point 7-2. And Hutto knocking off McNeil tonight. And, of course, our game here, 6-3 in favor of Vista Ridge. So, heading into district play next week, Vista Ridge all alone in first place at 5-0, Westwood at 4-1. The Vipers tied with Cedar Ridge for third, 2 games back at 3-2. Round Rock at 2-3, 1 game out of the playoff chase right now. Stony Point dropping to 1-4, along with both McNeil and Hutto also at 1-4. So everybody's still in the playoff race right now, but Vista Ridge all alone in first place at 5-0, Westwood at 4-1. The Vipers and Cedar Ridge at 3-2 would be tied for the 3rd and 4th spots if the playoffs were to start today. Of course, they don't. We still have a lot of baseball left to go. And again, we'll be back with you tomorrow for a non-district game against Leander Glen. A lot of chance for a number of guys to get some playing time. And we'll be on the air with you at about 12:50, give or take, for that game tomorrow afternoon from Venom Field. But that's going to do it for us tonight. And again, we want to thank our Vandegrifft Booster Club President Jennifer Farrow and Vice President Steve Miller, the entire board, and everybody with the Vandegrifft Vipers Baseball Booster Club, along with our sponsors, our Grand Slam sponsor, Shannon Kramer with Bartlett Real Estate Group, our home run sponsors, Silverton Custom Homes with Mr. Jason Grimm, our double play sponsors, that would be Sport Clip Haircuts and Craig Smiles with 1835 Realty. Our single play sponsors, Pediatric Dentistry of Steiner Ranch, Trent Reynolds Player Development, Steiner Dental, Pinnacle Sports Performance and Rehabilitation, Candalia Haley, Tom and Family Orthodontics, and Steiner Wellness and Nutrition. Again, we'll be back with you tomorrow afternoon from Benham Field as the Vipers host the Glen Grizzlies in a non-district match. Our pregame will begin here at roughly 12:50. But for now, on behalf of our QA this evening, Mr. Daniel Garrigan, our technical director, Sid Incott. Without her, half our broadcast wouldn't get on the air. And everyone from Vype Media, my name is Merle.